Hello and welcome to this week's Expat Extra. Hundreds of expat families attended an international school expo in Pudong over the weekend to meet representatives of nearly a dozen of international schools here. Our reporter Xu Fanliang checked out the expo and tells us why some schools that are teaching Chinese are more popular.
The 11 schools at the expo on Saturday account for a third of the international schools in Shanghai. There are two types of schools. The ones for expats only that do not follow the Chinese government curriculum, and those that do and also have a license for international division. After talking to some overseas families, ICS found out many are actually more interested in sending their children to study with local kids.
I think we probably want someone to have the balance about the English speaking and Chinese speaking. So we probably will not choose the pure, what we call it, the pure international one. We probably will find some maybe tailor-made for Taiwanese, Singapore, or the Hong Kong people. Okay, so that is we think in the future we should keep the Chinese culture and Chinese letter. At least they should know how to write and how to speak.
The education is actually really great. I really like studying here and living here. It's very interesting, and it's nice having Chinese kids and other international kids at school with me, and I think it's a great way to learn. The kids are very focused. They want to go to America and study, and that's something I never experienced. So it's really great studying with such dedicated students.
But some say there are problems with schools that tend to follow the Chinese educational culture.
Since I was in kindergarten, my parents prefer Western culture than Chinese because they think that Chinese, they only force you to learn things and give you a lot of homework and pressure.
I guess we know that people generally in the public school, they work very hard. They spend more time on studying than doing other things. I think we are not so much focused only on the academic learning. Academic is important, but it's not the only thing. I think kids need to be kids.
Some of the schools at the expo say offering the students an environment in which children from all around the world can study and live together is exactly what young people need.
I think one of the unique things is when you have a diverse group of students, you end up with a very diverse perspective on different issues in the classroom. So rather than having one sole understanding and position on a situation, you can have a multitude of different perspectives with kids from Germany, from Italy, from Brazil, Canada, United States, Taiwan, Indonesia.
学校最大的好处就是在于它会变得比较 open-minded.
Our school wants to make students more open-minded. Different students might have totally different thoughts on one thing. You can't say what is right and what is wrong. Instead, we should teach children why other people are thinking in a different way.
Sun also says that all international schools are selective, but the admission criteria are slightly different, and only some schools require an exam. Most international schools require students to have good academic and behavior records at their previous schools, and to be able to study in the language of the school. Some may also require additional admission tests and references from previous teachers. Xu Fanliang, Shanghai Live.